Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey, thanks for joining us on today's awesome video. I know that you say to yourself, well, it's a 87 Fiero, how can it be awesome and then awesome and maybe even squared, so awesome again? Well, I'll tell you why it can be, because I grew up at a time also, maybe I was a little bit older, but I grew up at a time where these had come out. So the early cars with the four bangers were just like super unreliable and just they were cool, but they were just nothings. Then they come out with these GTs with the V6s, and they finally start to get it right about now. And like this model here on the 87, and they end up killing it, which is typical General Motors, which is just, But anyway, right here might be the lowest mileage example in the entire world. We're talking about 5,682 original miles, original paint, original interior, looked to be the original tires too. I wasn't able to, I licked them, I couldn't tell for sure if the date code on the rubber was, circa 1987, but it tasted a lot like the 80s, as long as I remember the 80s, which was a blur, by the way. Anyway, so we walk around a car like this, and to find a car, first off, I'm not sure how many of us could actually take care of a car like this for 30 plus years, right? Not to mention take care of the paint, the interior, and things like that. I know that I'm in the car world, and I could probably never do that either, but hats off to whoever took care of this and just showed up here, which is really awesome. So come on, we'll take a look around a little bit, and I'll show you. I like to show quality of paint, but for instance, like this here, like this is average quality factory paint, which is exactly the way it should be, because you went to a show and you were going to get judged. Like this is how you would get judged on this car, is the quality of the paint on here. Emblems still look great. Like this is kind of cool too, where the charcoal centers of these wheels still have the correct paint on them. Just look how nice everything is. It's just amazing that this car could only have 5,000 miles on it. The nice thing about it too is, although we sell all different kinds of cars here, this car has a clean Carfax documenting the mileage on the car also, which is another nice indicator. All right. So we walk around and we look at stuff like the rear wing that comes with it. This is kind of some cool styling in here. Like, check all this out. I love this. Typical Pontiac right here, where they blacked out the tail treatment. So when the lights are off, this is all black, right? And then now, it looks really good where that lights up. It's got the quad exhaust on it. Sounds great. And here, this is the problem. This is why I get so upset with General Motors sometimes. This is when they finally get it right. This car runs and drives like a brand new car, but it runs and drives beautifully, handles well, goes down the road, and it's loaded with features too. So once we get inside the cabin of the car, I'll show you that. Anyway, let's take a peek inside the engine compartment, and we'll show you some of the motivational power there. All right, let's check this out. Okay, this is kind of cool. And the reason I say this is kind of cool is because I don't know how many cars are left in the world, 30-year-old cars that have all original stuff on them. For instance, like here's all the original paint for the intake manifold. So this is kind of the first thing a la Ferrari and things like that. When you open the engine compartment, you got some red painted valve covers, the intake manifolds there, fuel injected, which is really nice. And then this we were able to get were some cool little features, like for instance, I believe it still has the original air filter in it, but here's an extra one just in case they stop making them for any reason. Okay, and they also provided us with 2 oil filters. So we're this one modification I do know of, I believe it has an upgraded ignition cap and ignition coil system in here, and you're able to pick up some good horsepower, and it starts and runs really well with just that small modification. The original part is here with the car. So really, as far as modified, it's almost virtually none. Original stickers are still here. This is kind of cool too. This was a thing that you don't find on older cars. And if we could look for a second, you see these decals? This is required, okay, by I believe DOT to show you that these are the original panels. It was designed to kind of keep theft down. I'm not really sure how it kept theft down, because you just peel the stickers off, but if the car has the original stickers on the car, then they're the original panels that are still on there, which is kind of cool. Okay, you got storage right here, you got lighted storage, okay, and it is sealed when this is closed by this big gasket, okay, away from the engine compartment. So there's plenty of room and storage and areas back in there. All right, so let's check out in here. This is kind of nice too. I'll show you, this is kind of funny. Like all of this stuff is original. Here's a spare tire that's never been on the ground. Even the little nipples are still on there. Original jack here that's never been used. Still has a factory grease on it, right there. Just look how clean and detailed, and just all the little stuff inside just pops. That's kind of cool right there. That's the sticker from, that's the new style build sheet, or fender tag, or whatever you want to call it, which would call out all the options on the car. And then they're still using the prop rod from the 70s vintage Corvettes. Okay, let's check out the inside. Now these are kind of interesting because, now keep in mind, I'm 6'1". Look how much room is in this car. It's amazing. Because the engine's in the back, the floor is flat. You also have 4-wheel disc brakes, okay? So it has some really nice stuff on it already from the factory. This has power windows, it has power locks, it has air conditioning. I just showed you the tilt wheel, has the cassette here, and look at the gauges. They're really, really nice. Not to mention, they're ridiculously clear because the car has such little mileage on it. It is showing 5,682 miles. It's just cool to see like original stuff like this. And this is when they finally get it right, man. You got leather, you got suede on the seats, you got this nice console, mirrors, all that stuff, and it makes a great, great growl as you go on down the road. These cars were very popular, but by then, you know, General Motors was making some changes, and that's the part I always hate about that, because they kill them when they get them just right. You know, anytime you can buy a low mileage collectible, it's always the way to go. For instance, because these cars here tend to hold their value the most, because you can't replace them. Sure, are there restored Fieros out there? Absolutely. Are they great? Yes, but they're only original ones. This one with the lowest mileage, maybe in the entire world ever, is available to pick up, and it's a really, real cool piece. And more importantly, it's not $50 or $80 or $100,000. It's very inexpensive, and it's a cool way to get into the collector car with having some fun too, as well as you could drive it a little bit. So anyway, if you can find a way to get this 87 Fiero GT in your life, this is the one to get. Call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.